Thank you so much for joining our event. And during the meeting, we had a lot of questions, and me and Carsten, my dear old friend here.
Hello, everybody. Yes, Nils.
Hello to you. Like to take the opportunity to answer these questions. And we have decided, so we can keep it short and effective, to divide it into parts. So we can continuously do this kind of event. And let's get started. Carsten, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm prepared for sure.
Here we go.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah.
So those safety systems that are implemented in working devices are still excluded from the scope as today. Meaning, it's a self-designed and verified safety hardware, isn't requiring a third-party approval or a separate CE marking.
Yeah, definitely a good question. Probably what the meaning is behind is that the safety software here is designed for a dedicated machine or for a special machine. So that means maybe there's a software engineer who is designing safety software for a machine, and this complete machine finally will be placed to the market. Mm-hmm. So, which is a typical use case. And for sure, under this consideration, the software there's no need for preparing a declaration of conformity just for the software, because the complete machine already will be equipped, let's say, with a declaration of conformity finally to be placed to the European market. The keyword here is whenever a safety-ready software is placed independently from the machine, then there's a question mark and scenario where probably the safety software has to be seen as a safety component. So independently placed, that's the keyword.
So if you're selling the software as a package,
or function block is a special exactly. Functionality, for an automation system, and you will charge for that, and it will be placed independently. Yes, right. That is a typical example. Another example may occur, for example, when you think about what we talked before, essential modification on an existing machine. That might be a special use case where you can also be considered as a let's say independently placed to the market, because in this special case both things come together. The software will be implemented on a later stage, maybe during an upgrade, and if that upgrade has to be considered as a substantial modification, then this safety-related software needs to be seen as a safety component, which do require a declaration of conformity later.
Okay, thank you so much for that one. Next question. Will a davit crane installed on an offshore wind turbine platform be considered as a high-risk piece of machinery when used for lifting personnel? And actually, me and Carsten had to Google, to be honest. We're quite honest here, what a davit crane is. And,
right.
So we found this on Wikipedia. It's a various crane-like device used on a ship. So we saw that lifting and sinking lifeboats, for instance, on ships. So, but Carsten, back to the question.
But you will probably find it also, as we see the question, also on windmills or wind turbines, probably. But nevertheless, I think, yes, the answer is yes. This kind of machines are already today under the Annex 4. And if a person can fall down from a height of more than 3 meters, that's the restriction we have here.
3 meters is the key.
3 meters, yes. If it's less, you're not in Annex 4. But it's when it's above, then it's an Annex 4 machine. And on this definition or specification, there were not done any changes so far. So just the naming is different now. So former Annex 4 means in future we are talking about so-called high-risk machinery products. And the resulting question, I think that's much more interesting, is that in future you will have to involve a third party anyway. Today you can rely, or you can argument, I have followed and specified and designed my crane, for example, in accordance with harmonized standards. So that means also for NX4 machines or high-risk machinery products in future, you can place your machine to the market without any third-party approval. But that will be not longer possible. You need to decide how to follow this in the future, either to provide an easy type examination by a third party or by having a full conformity assessment procedure also supervised by a third party.
So what you're saying is 3 meter notified body. Yes. That's the thing.
But already now, NX4.
Yes. Thank you for this one.